I have another card video for you today, and the inspiration for this card I have gotten from the Farm Fresh Friday challenge over the Greeting Farms blog. So I'm using a Greeting Farm stamp. This is one of the Miss Anja Dressy. I really loved her, and I really loved the combination of orange and green. And the challenge over at the Greeting Farm is bright and bold, and for me these oranges are quite bright, and I also have some patterns which are quite bold in this card, and we're going to do both the inside and the outside. The papers I'm using is from this Birdsong paper pack by Papermania, and I kind of haven't used it for a while, and then I was to do like 24-hour challenge over at the Craft Hole, I think it's called, Facebook group, and I only could use scraps, and this basically the only pattern paper that did have enough scraps to actually make something from. And then I got inspired to use it again on a card. So we are going to work a little bit on this card. We're gonna begin with the inside of the card, and I have a oranged card base. This card base is 5.5 by 4.25, and then the inside is going to matted in layers just as the outside. So we start with a 5.25 by 4 inches piece of chocolate cardstock, and on top of that we're going to use this leaf pattern, which then is 3.75 by 5 inches. I'm just gonna matten this on top with my tape like this. And then I wanted a little part where I could write something on, but also that I could stamp a little sentiment on. So we're going to start by stamping, because in case I stamp wrong on this, I can always turn it around. So we're going to start stamping. I'm going to use this Cup of Joe Hero Art Shadow ink, because it's a good brown that matches this. Usually I would use like Memento Rich Cocoa, but it's a little bit too red for the browns in this, so I want to try this out. This is going to be quite good actually. So I'm going to use the brown here. Just put it up in the corner, trying to get just a little nice border. So it says, each moment of my life that intersects with you makes me happy, and it comes from this stamp set, which is very special by Simon Says Stamp. So it's that down there. I really love the Simon Says Stamp sentiment stamps, because I got a bit of a bunch now with their monthly packages, and I'm starting to have one for every occasion. So we're gonna mat this on top, and then and then we're gonna put this on up there. And I'm actually gonna use, so I have about 1/4 inch instead of the 1/8 inch I have around here, just so now I eyeballing it, but so I get the more of the pattern paper. To make this a little bit more interesting, to give it a little more pow, I'm going to use this little bird and the background paper of that in the corner down here. I'm also using the same pattern paper on the front side, so I'm just layering those two on top of each other. I more tried to frame it, and then I just made the chocolate paper that I have underneath about, I think it's 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch wider on both sides, so I get a 1/8 of an inch of a border. Like that. And then we're just gonna put this little birdie in the corner like this. And then the inside is done. Like I said, it's a lot of layering, but it kind of gives quite a nice effect, I think. Like that. So now we're going to work on the outside of the card. I'm going to base this all on this orange striped paper, because I want to keep the boldness of the orange as kind of the background color. So just doing like that. And then we have 2 pieces of kind of backing papers for these pattern papers. So I'm using the bird paper, and again I'm using the brown leaves paper. Oops. Like that. And I've also used the Fiskars border punch, scalloped with small circles, to give the card even more dimension or more materials. I would have used some ribbon or something, but I decided that maybe just layering would be good for this specific card. Can be fun, just using the papers we have. Then I'm going to put this, and I'm putting it a little bit. And then we are doing our kind of background pieces. This is kind of the back fold for the stamped image, and we actually want to hide that cute little birdie, but that's how it is sometimes. Oops, like that, because I really want to have these cards kind of intertwine, so you just see a little bit of that pattern. And on top of that we're gonna put our little Anya. I'm gonna put her on with my usual foam pads. I buy my foam pads from Craft Companion, and I really like these foam pads because they have quite a stiff backing paper, which makes it much easier to put them, put the paper off, pull the paper off, maybe it's called. And we take another one. And they are quite cheap. Just a couple of pounds for five sheets of 100, so that's a very good price, and then you can use as many as you want. And they're very small, so you usually don't have to cut them up if you're gonna use them on small parts like the Anya's feet. And here, put our little Anya on in the middle. See, go sit her down. Yeah, there's probably a good place. Like that. And then we are going to just use this. Like that. And then our card is done. So this were the outside and this is the inside. I hope you like the card. And if you want to win this card, because you can actually, just comment on this video and make sure that you are a subscriber, and I will draw a winner in 2 weeks time. The date will be in the description, and I hope you had a lovely Sunday, and I'll see you later. Bye!